but we're going to enjoy it for about 24 hours. All right, a little less than that because we got a short week. Okay, and then we're going to turn our attention to getting to freaking 3-0.
Yes, sir.
You with me? And we just keep freaking stacking them, keep stacking them, keep stacking them.
Captain,
Hey.
Captain, my captain.
As long as they come, baby, I don't care how a win comes, as long as it does come through this door. As Saints, that's what we strive for. We're looking for wins. Now, all 4 quarters ain't gonna be clean and ain't gonna be perfect, but as long as we close out, that's what matters. 4 quarters in, we look up at the scoreboard. This says Saints dub. That's all we care about.
The New Orleans Saints take on the new-look Green Bay Packers on Sunday, and as they try to start the season overcoming a bunch of expectations, trying to improve with a record of 3-0, and throughout the first 2 weeks of the season, the Saints have so much to build upon. They've been doing so good, and the most impressive thing to me personally is the way their defense is playing. Already one of the best defenses in the entirety of the NFL, and they've kind of proven that to this point. I know it's just 2 weeks, but so far they rank number 5 in points allowed per game, number 5 in yards allowed per game, number 3 in third down conversion percentage, number 2 in red zone scoring percentage allowed, and then number 1 in touchdowns allowed per game. And honestly, this unit has been historically good and has dominance written all over it. However, with that being said, this won't be an easy matchup for the Saints. Jordan Love is coming off back-to-back 3 touchdown games with 0 interceptions versus the Falcons and the Bears. And I know that's not the best competition in the world, but this will be their definitely their toughest matchup yet for the Packers. But if you guys want more Saints content all year long in terms of post-game analysis, pre-game coverage, and also I will be live streaming some Saints games throughout the season, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family. Let's see if we can get the video up to 200 likes. But let's get back into the video. But the number one thing this defense does great is forcing turnovers and getting key stops. And like we said before, the Packers do a really good job with not turning the ball over. But I think this will be the game that Jordan Love finally throws that first pick of the year. The Saints rank number 3 in interception percentage and number 7 in sack percentage as well. And yes, it's only 2 games, and it's against the Tennessee Titans and the Carolina Panthers at that, but the Saints' defensive success isn't due to playing a couple of lousy offenses. New Orleans has allowed 20 or fewer points in 10 consecutive games. This defense has been great ever since last season, and that is 1 game off from the NFL's longest streak the past 25 years. They've given up only 1 touchdown, and it was a garbage time touchdown with about 1 minute to go versus the Carolina Panthers on Monday night. Now, the most interesting thing about this upcoming game is the battle of the trenches. Now, it's going to be the number one thing I'm going to look at is the Packers offensive line versus the Saints defensive line. Now, the Packers are, have an injury to Elton Jenkins and David Bakhtiari, and, their health status is, up in the air for the Packers as they face off with a very potent Saints front 7. Now, New Orleans' Carl Granderson has 2.5 sacks through the first 2 games of the season, and then you have Cameron Jordan on the other side, who, quite frankly, an 8-time Pro Bowler. Now, we've already seen the potential of the Saints defensive line, but Sunday could open up the floodgates in terms of getting to Jordan Love and creating some turnovers. If they can get some pressure on him, I guarantee you he will try to force the ball out quick and maybe even make a mistake or 2 as well. Before we get any further into the video, make sure you guys do me a huge favor. Check out Underdog Fantasy. They have this amazing pick'em game. I play this every single week, and I'm going to put in a little bit of a slip right now just so you guys can see what it's all about. But I'm going to go with Kendre Miller. We said the Packers' run defense was horrendous. I'm going to go over 40 rushing yards. Yes, it is his first game, but rookies tend to play really good in their, debut games. But I'm also going to go to Jordan Love and go over 0.5 interceptions. Actually, just kidding, over 2.5 sacks. I feel like the Saints are going to do a great job getting to the quarterback, creating pressure, and bringing him down. I think this is going to be a lock of the day. Comment down below what picks you would do in terms of all of these numbers. You can look through them, go sign up, use my promo code. They will give you, or they'll match your first deposit up to $100, which means they'll basically give you a free $100. You'd be stupid not to use it, and they give you free little picks as well from time to time. I think if you sign up, they're going to give you a free one like Derek Carr over half a yard in this game. Easy money. go take it. The Saints are trying to start 3-0 for the first time since 2013 when they actually began 5-0. The Saints' 30-12 road record since 2018 leads the entirety of the NFC and only ranks behind the Kansas City Chiefs, who have a 32-9 road mark among NFL teams. Now, we know how good this defense is for the Saints, but the offense is actually where things need to be stepped up. The offense ranks number 25 in points per game, number 29 in red zone scoring, and number 26 in touchdown percentage. Obviously, this needs to change. The Packers have a solid pass defense, but have been very underwhelming in terms of stopping the run. Now, with Alvin Kamara suspended one more game and Jamal Williams slightly banged up, we might be a little bit of a Tony Jones and Kendre Miller. They're ready to roll out here and try and make a difference. Now, with that being said, the Saints cannot come out here and be one-dimensional. The ground game is going to work for the most part, but it should open up things in the passing attack, and they need to make sure to take advantage of that. You know, you have Chris Olave, a 2022 first-round draft pick who is emerging as one of the best receivers from that draft already, and as we remember, that was a loaded draft class. You know, he's been the best overall playmaker during, Alvin Kamara's absence. He has 14 catches, 198 yards through just 2 games with a 40-plus yard reception in each game. Olave could end up seeing a lot of, Jair Alexander, a very good Pro Bowl cornerback over there for Green Bay, so it might be a little bit of a slow start for him, but I think once the run game gets going, once they start figuring out what they want to do, I do think things will start to come a little bit easier for this offense as long as they get the run game, percolating. Now, Olave is just one of 3 NFL players, along with Justin Jefferson and Puka Nacua, which is crazy to say, but with at least 85 receiving yards in each of the first 2 weeks. And Derek Carr's talent will be put to the test here on Sunday, but I think the Saints can come out here and, surprise some people if their defense continues to play the way they have been over the first 2 weeks of the season. But more importantly, if Derek Carr and this offense can just be a little bit more effective going forward, I think this is going to be a tight game. I think this is going to be a close game, but with the defense that they have, truly, they're going to be in every single game, no matter what. I mean, when you have guys like Cameron Jordan and, Kalen Saunders, Carl Grander sitting on that front four looking very good. You have, the rookie out of Clemson, Brissy. He's been, maybe not a starter, but he has been good. He's been rotating in throughout training camp, and he's ready to go. You also got the second-round pick on Isaiah Foskey. He's looking pretty good throughout training camp. He's ready to roll. And then, everything from there is just really good. Pete Warner, the former second-round pick. Demario Davis, one of the best linebackers in the NFL. You got Paulson Adebo. You got Tyrann Mathieu, Jordan Howden, who has been playing a little bit better than most think. Marshawn Lattimore, Lante Taylor. I mean, this team is very good. They're pretty deep as well, and they're only continuing to get better and better as time goes on. And like I said before, as long as they have this defense playing at the way they are, they're going to be in any game no matter what. Offensively, they have a lot of work to do. They need to get this pass game, going a little bit more. Hopefully, Juwan Johnson, Michael Thomas, Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave can really start to pick things up here. And hopefully, Kendre Miller can come in here as a rookie and really step out. So, hit the like button, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.